Taurians are accustomed to facing challenges. Be they large-scale like facing down a health crisis or dealing with passive-aggressive battles at work, the Taurus always expects to engage in battle. This coming year is no different in that regard, but note that these challenges will involve stakes that you've maybe never dealt with before. Don't be daunted by this. You have been preparing your whole life for these battles. After all, you've been the fighting bull whenever any adversity comes up. Now is the time when your fighting prowess is put to the test and you battle to change your life permanently for the better. You are a soldier landing at Normandy, or a gladiator in ancient Rome, or Captain America standing in front of Thanos' army. And like any soldier, you need to prepare for the ups and downs of battle, sometimes girding yourself for combat and other times resting, reflecting, and preparing. You are an earth sign, and that means standing ground with Mother Gaia and taking strength from her. Visit our website, go to horoscope.com, where you can find actual horoscope for today. Download our apps from Google Play and App Store to have your daily horoscope always on hand. Right from the beginning of the year, you'll be faced with numerous, but important, challenges. Saturn will be entering the Capricorn sign in the 9th house on January 24th. What will this mean for you? Prepare yourself for aggressive, if not bitter, confrontations with peers. This probably won't come from family members or non-work friends, but work acquaintances on the job, the group you eat lunch with during the week, or even Karen from accounting will be angling for something from you. Is there a promotion in the air at work? Some sort of competition for a favor, that the boss insists is not a competition because we're all like family here? Come on. Be prepared for this, even if everything seems as calm as a quiet northern lake. That said, don't come out swinging. Remember the lesson of John Travolta and Jade Jolie? He made a mistake, thinking she was Taylor Swift, and she benefited handsomely from it. She's now known as the drag queen who looks just like Taylor Swift, without striking a blow. You might not be the victor. You might make a big mistake and someone else will be the alpha as a result. If that's the case, you need to, shake it off and move on. Your time will come soon. The presence of Mars during late March through early May will be of great assistance to you. Don't use this time to push and claw your way to the top. Remember when we mentioned the ups and downs of battle? This would be your recovery time. Think of it as when you need to head back to camp to reload on supplies, grab some chow, and get some well-needed sleep. Of course, if a fantastic opportunity makes an appearance, by all means, seize it. But ask yourself honestly what the necessary energy exerted is and if you have that in reserve. If it's too much, let it go and keep fueling up. This is your great cosmic cheat day where you do the equivalent of eating a pizza instead of doing cardio. In fact, go ahead and eat pizza. You deserve it. But after that delicious deep dish, keep your eyes open for what's next. We know what you're thinking. What will the lunar eclipse this spring mean? This usually means a time of great change and tumult, and it will be no matter what you do. But don't use it as an excuse to force change. That's like trying to force a sunrise, it's going to happen no matter what you do. Think of a tree in the wind. It sways with any strong gale by riding it and working with it. If it fights that force, chances are it'll break. If you're laying low and recharging during this time, you'll be in a better position to be the tree that bends with the wind rather than breaking. Because what pairs best with a lunar eclipse in the spring? A solar one in December. Beginning and end. Financially, this will be a tricky year for you. Don't worry, this doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be crushed by debt, but prepare for that possibility. It does mean that you'll be presented with options for possibly, making more money or having fantastic opportunities than you currently do, most likely in the early summer. But careful, those options will require drastic changes in the way you do things. That's a lot of unknowns thrown at you, so here's where you need to use your secret strength. If we had the power to rename your astrological symbol, and oh, what a power that would be, you, Taurus, would become the cost-benefit analysis. We know, it doesn't have the same panache as the bull, but hear us out. For this year, in particular, you are the living embodiment of the cost-benefit analysis, weighing the pros and cons and letting the numbers shape your decisions, large and small. It's no coincidence that this closely resembles Libra, the scale, your close astrological friend. This balance and analysis are most easily exercised in the area of money, so it would be in your very best interest to use those skills for every financially related transaction this year. That may seem like a lot, but it's a good muscle to work on. Start with the small purchases and slowly work your way to the big ones. Planning on something huge, like a house, this year? By all means, go for it, but do that analysis first. That's your secret weapon this year. But what about matters of the heart? Surely a highly rational approach can't work with the worlds of love and romance. Well, yes and no. If you're currently in a romantic relationship, this is the year for groundwork towards the next step, especially as it gets closer to fall. Maybe that means having the talk about where things are going. Maybe it means finally telling someone how you feel about them. Does that sound daunting? That's a good, no pun intended, sign. That means change is afoot and can be scary. So what about your friend, the cost-benefit analysis? Well, dear Taurus, in matters of the heart this is very simple. You just need to ask yourself one question that's been making the television rounds lately: does this bring me joy? That's your cost-benefit comparison, joy or no joy. What if you're currently looking for love? The same analysis applies. Is there more joy from being single or being paired up, or tripled up? It's the 21st century, after all. Keep things rational as far as that question is concerned, but listen to your heart for everything else. If there's ever an area in life where it's too easy to not be rational, it's your health. Is looking up every ache and pain on WebMD a good idea? After a point, no. You're just adding wood to the worry fire. 2020 is a good year for truly taking care of yourself. We don't mean just pampering and self-care, but by all means, do that, but finally making those delayed doctor appointments. Remember, this is the time for rest and preparation. Get yourself checked out for anything and everything you've ever worried about regarding your health. The best time for this is right out of the gate in January. You need to clear your head of worry and let nothing distract you from what's ahead. And even if they do find something, take care of it. Let the wonders of modern medicine do their thing. The health prognosis for the year is good for you, so why not be proactive and get ahead of anything that could ruin 2021? If this all sounds like the preamble to big changes in the future, that's because it is. 2020 is very important astrologically. This is the beginning of conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn. Note they are the two largest planets in our solar system, that will last for 20 years. It's not quite a full harmonic convergence, but it is a very powerful force through our immediate cosmos and its inhabitants, us. The direct effect is on the water signs, but you, Taurus, will also be standing right in the path of its ray. It's big heavy stuff. All you need to know is to be prepared for the force of cosmic change. You are the centered goal standing cost benefit in the face of change. This has always been your character through your entire life. Well, Taurus, this is when that quality is really put to work, and 2020 is when you need to exercise that strength. You've no doubt noticed the number of exercises and working out metaphors used here. That's no accident. You are building yourself up for bigger things. This is the year for facing change squarely in the eye and saying, I knew you'd come and I'm ready. And always think of that cost-benefit analysis riding on top of the bull into battle. Thank you so much for watching. Please give us a thumb up if you liked the video. Subscribe our YouTube channel not to miss the next video horoscope. Visit our website, go to horoscope.com, where you can find actual horoscope for today. Download our apps from Google Play and App Store to have your daily horoscope always on hand.